Hey everybody, it's Dustin and Stephanie from Novus, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about peptide therapy. Some of you may have heard about peptides. It's become wildly popular in the last few years. In fact, there seems to be like a new pharmacy popping up every day, making these incredible peptides. And there's actually hundreds of peptides out there for very specific uses. They're kind of all over the place, but there are a few of the top peptides that are widely used around the country that we also prescribe here, right? So I'm gonna let Stephanie talk a little bit about our top 3 peptides and what the benefits are of the peptides.
Well, at first, let me start by saying, what is a peptide? Because I get that question all the time. Just remember, a peptide is just an amino acid sequence. What is amino acids? Amino acids are just building blocks for your body. That way your body can repair and recover the way that it's supposed to. So just kind of think of it like that. A very simple way I like to put it is, it's coal in a train. So in order for the train to actually move, you have to put coal in it as its gas.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's how I want you to think about a peptide. It's just kind of moving things along.
Right. Okay, so what's the number one peptide that we prescribe here?
I would say the number one peptide is going to be the sermorelin CJC, one or the other.
Okay.
And what it's really doing is telling your body to secrete your own growth hormone. And what that means to you, for me, actually, I consider it your anti-aging hormone because it really does a lot of things. It's, helping rebuild bone for osteoporosis. It's going to repair muscle. It's going to help with neurogenesis, so your brain. Angiogenesis, blood flow. It upregulates mesenchymal stem cell production, so tissue regeneration.
And it helps you sleep, doesn't it?
Right. So if you kind of think about all the things it does, how is it not anti-aging?
Exactly. And we're not talking about, when she says growth hormone, we're not talking about HGH, not human growth hormone, which is a very aggressive type of therapy and highly regulated by the FDA. This is a much more, and very expensive. This is a much more natural approach, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what would be the number 2 peptide you would say that we prescribe here?
I would say the number 2 is going to be the BPC 157. BPC 157 is actually used for bone, joint, ligament, and muscle repair. So if you have any kind of injury, fracture, or rotator cuff, or meniscal tear, things like that, I'm seeing a lot of patients coming in here who are referred by their orthopedic surgeon for the BPC specifically. And what they're doing is they're injecting it about a month before surgery and then a month after surgery, and it really is helping with the recovery process.
Yeah. So the results have been incredible with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So next,
I would say the last one, of course, is going to go along with our hair protocol. And that's going to be the zinc thymolin with GHK copper.
Super fancy stuff here, guys.
Super fancy. I have to repeat that a couple times. But it's a foam wash, and basically looks like a mousse, and you're applying it to your scalp. What it does is it actually helps to not only regrow your hair, but also the thickness of the hair follicle. So, we're going to talk about in another video is about our PRP hair treatment, but this is one of the peptides that I like to use with it.
And is it like a foam that people put on at night? It's not like a shampoo, right?
Yeah, it's not a shampoo, and quite honestly, I now have my patients use it as a mousse. So when they're getting ready to style their hair in the morning, they'll just put it in. They put that, and they'll include it with their mousse.
And we've had tons of success. I mean, our patients love it, right? So it's an incredible type of peptide.
Yeah. So that's just to name a few. I do write many other peptides. I am peptide certified. I did become peptide certified a couple years ago, and like Dustin said, there are over 100 different peptides for different uses. So, I was just giving you the top 3, but do know that there are other things if you are interested.
There's so much we could go into that we just don't have time for. So what I would suggest is you can visit the novuscenter.com. You can always call the office. We'll put the number up. You could talk to a front office. You can ask for myself. You can ask for David. But hopefully this video helped educate you a little bit on peptides, and we'd love to see you soon.